you can be less racist or more racist, but you can never be not racist if you're white. And then you've got these race hustlers who come along and they say, well, I know why you're feeling that way. I'll tell you why you're feeling that way. It's because you're white. And they become sort of like the priests and priestesses of this new religion, kind of guiding them on a spiritual path to forgiveness, except that they find out that there is no forgiveness. You can't actually be forgiven. That's the trick at the end of it. So you can spend all the money on the seminars and buy the books and all that kind of stuff. You can go to the race to dinner. You can go 5 times to a race to dinner, and you'll still be just as racist at the end of it as you were at the beginning.
Yeah, I was wondering. So do they leave there in the same mindset, like feeling the same way, or do they seem changed at all?
Yeah, because you can never be not racist. That's part of the deal. If you're white anyway, if you're white, you can never be not racist. That they tell you that. In fact, I ask this question in the movie multiple times. I say like, well, what, if I don't want to be racist, how do I rid myself of this racism virus that I have? And the answer is you can't. Robin DiAngelo tells me that in any given moment, you can be less racist or more racist, but you can never be not racist if you're white.
So why do you think this is only applying to white people?
That's the ideology. That's left-wing racial. That is, when we talk about DEI or anti-racism or CRT, like whatever word we're using, what we're really talking about is basically left-wing racial ideology. And their ideology is, if you're to boil it down and make it as simple as possible, their ideology is that all white people are inherently racist. White people are the villains of history. All of societal ills ultimately go down to white people and the systemic racist structures that they've set up. And if you're not white, you're not racist. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's what they believe. And everything kind of grows from that root.
Doesn't that it gets kind of like directly or indirectly then just reverse racism? It's just racism as well.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even call it reverse racism. Racism is just racism,
Right.
So if a black person is racist to a white person, that's just racism. It's not even reverse racism. But on left-wing gender or racial ideology that we're exploring in the movie, it's not possible for a black person to actually be racist against a white person. So a black guy could run up and like say "die whitey" and punch you in the face, and that's not a racist attack according to the left, according to these people in the movie.